how to eat a raw food diet on a plane. It's a huge misconception that you can't bring fruit on a plane. And I really like to push the envelope on this one. I just try to bring all kinds of fruit, and I've never asked once if I'm allowed to bring any of it, but I find that they just don't care. They don't care about fruit. They have bigger things to worry about. So first off, if you're gonna go on a plane, if you're gonna fly out of North America, that's where I always fly out of, it is easy to bring fresh fruit with you. The number one fruit that's always allowed, bananas. I have never ever been denied bananas, except if you're trying to bring fresh bananas into Australia. I wouldn't try that. But if you're flying anywhere else in the world, you should be able to bring fresh bananas. You might want to bring them in a container so that they don't bruise easily, or you might just have to be okay with bruised bananas. The second thing that I actually tried today is I brought these Altalfo mangoes through security. And I've never tried to bring Altalfo mangoes or any kind of mango through security before, but I actually had no difficulty. So there you go, you can bring mangoes along on your flight. I haven't actually figured out yet how I'm gonna cut it. Actually, I might have to wait till I get to my destination before I can eat these mangoes, but they're coming with me either way. The second option, if you can't bring fresh fruit or you just don't want to or you're nervous, you can also bring greens on a plane. I've only tried bringing romaine lettuce and celery myself, but as far as I know, you can bring pretty much any green on a plane with you. It does help to give you some more water content in your food and just gives you something different to eat. Plain food is not healthy, even if you choose a vegan meal. It's always best to bring your own food if you can. If you do happen to be flying anywhere in Asia or with an Asian airline, you are so lucky because you get to choose a fruit meal. And believe it or not, the fruit meals served on Asian airlines, they're actually really ripe. They're delicious. I've had papaya and pineapple and grapes, watermelon, cantaloupe, honeydew. It's been really good. Now, it's not going to give you that many calories, of course, but it's better than nothing. The next option is to bring dried fruit with you, and I bring dried fruit wherever I go, especially when I'm flying. What I have this time is I have these amazing raw banana spears, and they are vine-ripened heirloom red bananas. I haven't actually tried them yet. I just got them at this new health food store I visited yesterday, but dried bananas are a great option. The next thing that I also have never tried this before, and it's organic dried papaya, so this would be really interesting. I've got some new foods on this trip. Next, a tried and trusted favorite are dried figs. I love, 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 love dried figs. And the simple fact is that you never know when you get to your destination, unless you've done a lot of research before, what kind of foods are going to have in the grocery store. So I really recommend bringing everything you love from home. Yeah, sometimes it's a pain in the ass. You may or may not have to lug around 20 or 30 pounds of fruit with you, but I do it almost every time. And you know what? Ultimately, you're going to get stronger from it, physically and mentally. That brings me to the dates that I brought. I brought 20 pounds of pitted honey dates with me, and I brought some in my carry-on to eat while I'm on the flight. But it really brings me back to not knowing what quality food you're going to run into wherever you go. So when it comes to food, and if you want to live a raw food lifestyle and also be able to fly around the world or backpack or travel, you've got to bring food with you because you just never know. But a little planning does go a long way, and I've actually called the grocery store in the Faroe Islands ahead of time, spoken with them, ordered cases of fruit so they will be there as soon as I arrive. That way you're not left arriving at your destination with no food to eat. So you're probably wondering why I eat so much dried fruit when taking a flight or flying in an airplane is already so dehydrating. It's a good idea just to get some calories in. I do know some people who choose to fast the whole flight. That's an option as well. If you don't feel comfortable eating dried fruit on a plane, you can take a day and just water fast or something like that. The odd time I do run into getting fresh squeezed juices at an airport, usually in North America, some places just have really, really great juice bars, or you can also bring pasteurized juice with you. It is an option. But something I love to keep me hydrated, I will probably drink 3 or 4 liters of water just on a 5-hour flight because I find I get really dehydrated, and that's why I bring the Brita water bottle with me. You can really use any kind of filtered water bottle, but what it allows you to do, if you're picky like me and you're a bit of a water snob, is to not have to drink chlorinated water. So you can drink any kind of water anywhere in the world. It's going to filter it for you. It just allows you to stay hydrated while you're on the flight. Last but not least, I always get myself a little treat when I take a flight, and it's these amazing pure maple sugar bites. Basically, this is just dehydrated maple syrup. Oh. It's okay. Now, this may not digest well for you, but I do find that pure maple sugar digests well for me, and I love these things. Have you guys tried these? They're so amazing. So those are my tips for eating healthy on a plane. Worst come to worst, you can choose a fruit meal on the plane or a vegan meal or an Asian vegetarian meal. There are a few options if you feel comfortable eating cooked food and you want to go down that route. Now I want to hear from you. What do you eat when you're on a plane? Do you bring any of these options? Do you have any suggestions for me? Because I always lug around 20 to 30 pounds of fruit fruit when I'm traveling, and you know what, the results I get from this lifestyle really make it worth it. But are you willing to do that? Let me know in the comments below. I'm really interested to hear what you guys have to say. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to 40 Below Fruity, and I will see you guys next time.